Go ahead and get started at 6:30. We ready to go? That's fine. Okay. I'll call the Board of Directors meeting Group Area Recreation Park District to order for August 24th, 2023 at 6:30. And I will do the pledge. Ready to begin? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice. We have a roll call. Yes. Division 1, Kim Carol Johnson here. Division 2, Jose Luis Smith. Division 3, Roberto Rocoche Burns. Present. Division 4, Edward Hudson. Division 5, Ron Fleischer.
Sure.
Thank you. And our next item is presentations, Mr. Duquette.
Yes, we have a presentation tonight from Kenny Patterson on the Eddie D. Smith Senior Center. If you'd like to, it's not up to you. I was going to introduce you standing for a previous.
No. That was my fault. I'm here to give you guys a little bit of what's going on at the senior center. We have a motion on this one.
Just use the right arrow, left arrow.
We're still doing the cooling center. It's gonna be, maybe at the end of the month, they're gonna eliminate that, and then the warm center is gonna come in. I just signed the contract for the warm center to start again, so it doesn't really get as hot or as cold on those days, but we still open it if we need to. So we haven't really had anybody come in for the cooling center besides the seniors. So I mean, it's there. It's there if anybody needs it though. Our lunch program is doing really well. We're up to almost 70 each now in our, and I was talking to Colby and we're looking at putting more tables in there because it's growing very fast. So anybody 60 and over can eat for free. There is a $3 donation if you want to give the donation. It's your it's up to you. And then 55 to 59, and they charge $8.50. But normally I don't have too many people like that come in. Our monthly food distribution is going really well. We have two. We have the Orange County food boxes for our members or any seniors over 60. It's the last Monday of the month from 10 to 1. There's no appointment needed. All they do is come. We have ours is a drive-through. So Feeding America sets up outside, and we just we have to monitor the cars because sometimes they fill up the parking lot. And then on the first Thursday of the month is our Feeding America for 18 and over. We do anywhere from 160 to 190 bags or a month. So we're growing. We set up for 200. But I know my members, they like to call and tell them what they got. So some of them don't come because of what we get. But this is what we're doing now. It's growing very fast. So
Yeah, what are typically in these bags?
what are in my bags are a lot of canned goods, green beans, anything canned. I don't get a lot of produce. I don't get a lot of breads and stuff like that, but it's like canned goods, some tuna, some black beans. We get rice, we get pasta. But that's pretty much what we get in that. But in the Orange County food box, they get cereal, they get oatmeal, they get milk, milk in a carton. We get milk once in a while too, but sometimes we get meats and stuff, but we don't, it's not all the time. So we get what they give us. So a lot of canned goods, So I try to keep, I have a pantry. You guys all know I have a pantry in there, and I try to keep a lot of the Pop Tarts inside of the pantry so that I can give to, like, people who come in who are homeless or something and they're looking for something to eat. So those pop tops work better because some of them don't have can openers to open things. So that's what I do. And that's what my pantry is for anybody who needs anything extra during the month that need a little help. And I always tell them, we only have canned goods, and, but you can make a lot out of green beans or black beans or something, you know. So that program is going really, really well. We have our weekly activities. I gave everybody a newsletter that we have every 3 months. We put out a newsletter. This is basically what we have going on. We're very excited for our quilting class. The lady in the middle just finally finished her quilt, and it took a long time. And she's so excited that she just finished it. So we wanted to showcase that. The ladies are doing their sewing. They come in and they do a sewing club. I have a lot of pool players. My ceramics is getting really big too. A lot of people are coming from Gosky now, and they're coming to our classes because they like the way our classes ran. So the instructor over there, our kiln gets used, I would say maybe 5 times a month now. So but we fill it up first, you know, we don't just do it, you know, not a lot. We fill the kiln up and then and it takes about 8 hours for it to go. And so I start it in the morning when I get there, and then and turn it off at the end. It goes off automatically. So our thrift store is going really well. Our watercolor class is going really well. I have like 10 people in my watercolor class. This lady here, she don't like to do anything. She was like, I had to fight her to go in there. And finally, she's finally going in there, and she absolutely loves this class. This class is the greatest for her. She is so excited about that. We have a computer class now. We're really excited about that. The gentleman up there has been helping us out. A lot of our members are learning how to do Word basics, and they're doing really well. So our activities are going really well. Our ladies are playing Mexican Train, and we have canasta on Thursdays and Fridays. Mexican Train is dominoes. So that I didn't know what it was at first either. So it's dominoes. So it is dominoes. So and then our canasta, which we have our library is filled with everybody playing that. So our weekly activities, we have our stretch and flex on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, which is from 9:30 to 9:15, and we have anywhere from 35 members in that room. And it's pretty crowded when I get in there, but I have some that do the floor exercise, and then the rest do the chairs, you know, so it keeps them busy. We have our Zumba on Fridays. I have a walking club. I have a group called, I can't say it because I'm not really good at it. It's the name on there, but I call them BYC. They go and they do a walking club just around our center with everybody. So they take the ladies out and they want to walk. We've been trying the chair volleyball. It is interesting, but we're working it. We're working it because, you know, the ceilings are short. And so the ball keeps hitting the ceiling, but they seem to have a good time with that. So we're looking into, I'm talking to Kobe right now. We're looking into having a meditation class. And so I'm excited about that. Kobe's agreed on that one, but it's with a monk. And so he wants to come in and do meditation for free. And I think it would be exciting to do something like that, you know? So it would give my members something else to exercise. We have our special events that we have going on. My bingo is the biggest thing. It's big. My loteria, very big, you know, so they love that. I have Bunko this month, and so they're excited about having Bunko. I try to do the bingo, loteria, and the Bunko like once a month. I switch them off. Like 1 month I'll do bingo, 1 month I'll do loteria until we figure out what we're going to do with that situation. I have quarterly dances. I had a dance this weekend. It's the end of the summer dance. They're very excited, and I was able to get a DJ, so they're very excited about the dances. We normally celebrate different national days, like National Senior Citizen Day. We did on that day we did donuts and coffee. And then we did lollipops. I bought a bunch of lollipops and put them on the tables. They love that. We actually had watermelon day, so they were able to have water. My members love to eat, so that's what I like to get for them. We have root beer float day, and then we like to do our pumpkin carving. We try to do things in each of the months that have fun things, like things, October is Halloween, so we do pumpkin carving. I mean, they love everything about that. We have our painting class, so they like that too. Our sponsored classes, that's the word up there, the VYC, I'm not real good how to spell that, but they come in, they do our mental health classes. We have one that I gave you guys a flyer on they're going to be doing a 9-week class for mental health in October for us. I have, they come in every week also. They're the same company that comes in and does a craft with my members. They also do the walking club. They come in and help me out with that. I have Amistad Medical Clinic who comes in and does health classes, nutrition classes. And they also do a painting class. And you can see my ladies love that painting class. And it's like, what is it, like a paint and sip, but it's not with this, it's not with the drinking. It's where you have the paper in front of you and you have to try to figure out how to do it. But she teaches them that. Office on Aging is coming around a lot more. They're sending us things like, we're going to be doing a class on tomatoes and stuff. We have a Spanish and English version of it. So they're going to be doing out one week will be Spanish and 1 week will be English, but it seems that all my members like to go into the Spanish class and they're like, these questions, like, okay, we're going to do it both. We're going to do it both times anyway. So, California phones, our phones are doing well. We offer it both in Spanish and English. And then we have a women's health that's coming in to do breast cancer awareness. And we also have a diabetes class that's coming in. So we're doing stuff like that. I know I'm going on a little long. And then our National Senior Center Month, we have coffee with the mayor. He's going to be coming in September. I bugged him to say, hey, come and tell us what's going on with the city so that they, my members like to know that. Our scrapbook, we're going to be scrapbooking on National Grandparents Day. So we got a bunch of scrapbook stuff. So we're going to be making a page. We have a movie day coming up. We try to do a movie day every 2 months so that, we can, that's with our popcorn and our candy. And I block out all the windows, make it dark and like a theater, so we try to do that. Of course, our chair volleyball and our bunco. The benefits of gardening is with the Office on Aging, and that's the paper I gave you. We have our Crazy Hat Day, which is every year we do that. We have our sports day. Everybody has to wear their favorite jersey. And then it's drumstick day. So we're going to also have our drumsticks. So that's pretty much what's going on. Anybody have any questions?
Is there a calendar for all the events that you listed?
They're in my my book. Yeah.
Okay.
We have extra resources on the back that if members need any help, we can go. We have the resources on the back. We work with Dial-A-Ride. We're not associated with Dial-A-Ride, but we do. If our members need information on Dial-A-Ride, we'll give them that information. Anything from social services. If I don't have it in front of me, I will call social services and ask them what we can do for them. We pretty much, it's running really smooth there. We're really happy the way things are going.
Besides yourself, Debbie, and thank you for all that you presented. It all sounds really exciting. Excited to see it all. But besides yourself, as an advocate within the center, do we have someone there? I saw the membership picture. Is that the individual that would talk to our members, or is it mainly you, or do you have a staff?
We have a Spanish speaker. We have another staff member there that also helps. But yes, it's Morelli and I, we run the center together.
And that for the others that may not have known, and then we've had conversation and that I wanted actually to come and have lunch myself. But one of the questions that I had asked you was in Dial-A-Ride, because I remember you were concerned sometime back that were they getting the services from Dial-A-Ride? And we come across, and if we come across one, then in my world, there's always one behind that. And that was to say that Dial-A-Ride had left one of our members because they had not finished lunch.
Yes, that was the, I don't know what happened with that situation. They only wait 5 minutes, but basically, I usually run out there when I see a dial-a-ride bus out there. So it's like, okay, who are you here to pick up? Okay, she'll be right out because I know that some of them, they have walkers, they go slow. So it's like, just hold on 1 second. That's how I do it because I want to make sure they don't get left. But and then because like they are walkers, they have walkers, so they walk slow. And then yes, they do come early and they should be coming early because she makes a plan when they make their appointment is supposed to be like, let's just say, let's go for that Stella, for instance. She gets to my place at 8:00. She gets picked up around 1:30. So one time they came when she was eating lunch and it was like, you weren't supposed to be here until, well, we got here early. And it's like, well, she's not ready yet. And
So
so they'll wait, but the other lady she got left there.
In talking to Delaware, they say they don't wait, that they have a schedule to go by, so they have another.
They give you
day.
5 minutes.
So would there be some concern on your part, and I know there is because you followed through with the lady that was left behind, that I find that the seniors themselves are not making the appointments the way they should or with time. And that's kind of what Delaware had said, call, they tell us what time to pick them up, and that's what we do. Is there some kind of system that you can put in place that, such as you said, if you were not there to run out there and make sure that they don't need, that we actually knew who was scheduled to start preparing them? And in some way, I guess I'm looking for a touchy feel in terms of that. And if there's a language barrier, then that's addressed. But what I wouldn't want to see, and I don't believe we've had another one as far as I know,
Right.
I got that call, that we are prepared to do just what you just did, help them do the walk or make sure that they're there. But if we don't have the schedule right from the beginning of them coming through, and we're not prepared. I mean, it doesn't seem to be, but you tell me.
I only have basically 3 people that use the dial ride, 3 members that use the dial ride. So I know what time
Okay.
they get there. So, like I said, I have one that gets there at 8. I have one that gets there at 8:30, and sometimes I have one that gets there a little bit earlier than they should. But I still, they still come in. But I do know, and I always ask, okay, so when's the bus picking them up? And she's like, okay, and then the bus will come up, and then my office is right there, so I can see, and Morelli's really good about that. We just go get Estella and we'll walk her to her area.
In your newsletter, also in terms of a new package, I found that there's not a package per se, but to be a package put together. And that is when I saw what was there. There is, the menu, there is the calendar, but they were all in different spots. They were not all together, so that one would ask for just the package. Do you have something like
Well,
that?
I don't have anything like that. What I have is I have my newsletters up in my little box. Carolyn is one of our volunteers. She has the menus for the lunch. So everybody, we have a menu that is on the board so that they know what they're having that day. But she always gives them a menu. And if they need a menu, they'll come up to us and say, I need another menu. I lost that one. So,
So I guess when I'm asking.
you want a whole package put together.
Right, because if it's one thing and everything, because I have talked to a couple of the parents of seniors that have gone there. So they too would like to know to help. So I know, don't you have a packet that you can refer
I
to?
can add that
They
in
would
there.
help, Debbie, I would appreciate that.
I can add that. I'll just print more of the menus and we'll just stick them in the
Right.
newsletters. The newsletters go really, really fast over there. I mean, they're taking more than one at a time, they take
Maybe that
the
could
different
That could be
sides.
streamlined.
Okay, so some of my newsletters go to Goski, just so you know, I know that for a fact. So, and then I get Goski's newsletters also. So I can put that together for you. I can put the menu in the
Yeah, it was very interesting in seeing all of that information. I just felt if it could be centralized a little bit, that would help. Thank you, David.
any other questions.
Also, in terms of numbers, you said you service 70 a day. Is there a goal in mind that you want to reach?
Well, with FSA, it's 100. So they feed up to 100 people. Am I correct?
I believe that's the number.
Yes. And so
We can't seat 100.
I
right now.
cannot see 100
So
people.
that can't even be a goal right now.
Well, we would have to we've discussed having to go to 2 seatings basically.
So, again, should there
It's
be-
growing now.
Yeah, and that's, you know, what I heard you repeatedly say that everything is growing, the classes, the people,
It's
this.
growing.
So that's why I want to know what your goal was.
Yeah,
And what do you compare that goal to, if I might ask? I mean, is there other senior centers that you've seen as, you know, that's why I want to be the 100. 70 is good, but I want to be the 100. Well, what motivates you to get the 100?
I honestly, Rebecca, I'm just happy that it's grown the way it is because for a while, we were not having very many people in there at all.
Right, and that's
And I'm
one
happy that it's growing what it is, but I'm getting, I don't know, 100 people is a lot of people in that room. And and you're right. And like what we said, we talked about it. We were gonna, if we have to, we'll do 2 seating. 100 people would be great. If we, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
Because my entry is packed, until they let them in at 11:10. So,
One of the statistics that I shared with you, and again, I just go by numbers, given I don't really drive around, but I am on the Google and I am on the computer looking for information. The population here in Harupa of senior citizens, I shared with you, I'll share now as we're speaking, is 10,105. So that to me begins to tell me, and share with you, what is our goal? What would we like to reach? How is it that we're reaching those that we need to reach? I mean, it's wonderful what we're doing, but it would be even more wonderful to say we need another building kind of thing because we're addressing it.
Well, then that would be something that the city would have. to do.
yes.
And it's not that we have a goal of we want to serve 100 people a day. Our goal is to provide services for everybody that's coming there. And we have a great team that if a monkey wrench gets thrown at us today and we have 100 people show up for some reason, I'm not worried. They're going to figure it out and they're going to make sure those 100 people leave.
And
they
no,
fit,
my
and
mind
they're
had
happy.
that, so that was it, probably my statement was up to 10,000, it sounds like an astronomical number, but nonetheless, it is the census. How it would be that we would be preparing ourselves to grow. Yes, to, service everybody that comes in, there's no doubt that you're doing that. And again, commend you for all the different classes that you offer. But to say that we are reaching the community and those numbers, that is all I'm trying to make a
Right.
point here.
I get what you're saying.
Thank you.
I just don't. I don't know. Yeah, it would be a bigger place, but
There's nothing to say that the population itself speaks to that, but that is not something that we pointed to you just overall. And
Yeah.
we're having this meeting, that is the number that we have up.
Yeah.
And thank you for what you do.
I appreciate that. Any other questions?
Yeah, I was curious. You said that people can give a $3 donation for lunch. Who gets that $3? FSA.
And it's to also offset costs.
I was just curious. Yeah.
And that's a program through their contract with the county. It's a common $3 donation.
Oh, yeah, no, I was
It's
just
not-
curious. I didn't know if it went back to the
it's-
city or if it went to,
The
senior.
reality is very few people make a donation. During the pandemic, they did know that they were getting more during the pandemic, during the trials,
Interesting.
but not in person.
One other question comes to mind, because you said, I think you said 3 people use the dial right. So the other, I'll use the 70 as the number, the other, actually drive or?
They drive and then their kids do Ubers for them. Their adult children do Ubers.
But you also have a number of the 2 senior facilities that are right close by, so some of them must walk too.
Yes, we have the apartments across the street and the apartments in our facility and the back of our facility. So a lot of them come from there too. So they walk across the street or they just walk from their house.
And forgive me for asking, I don't remember. Is there a day within all your programs that you have that the parents of the seniors are able to come to see what my mother's doing?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
We
The
always
children of the
encourage it.
seniors?
Yeah.
The children, yeah, of course. We always encourage. I do have a lot of children, adult children that come in with their parents and they're very happy with what they see.
Yeah.
And so I let them come in and let them do what they're gonna do and then they're very happy. I walk them around and show them what we have going on and then they'll stay for a little bit and then they feel comfortable that their parents are okay and they'll go ahead and leave.
And again, if you have it already, that's a good day, as I feel myself, have loved to have done. I don't have my parents, but to go to see what you do would really be a good invitation. Come and see where your parents are.
Yeah, they love it. They absolutely, the kids absolutely love it. But I just had recently, one of our members got hurt. So she was put in the hospital because she got hurt. So she was out for a week, but then her kids, after she was able to come back to the center, she was still not 100%. So they had to drive her, which was made her mad. You know, she didn't want her kids driving her. But the kids came in and they every day for a week, and they ate lunch with them and took them back home. You know, so it was good for them. You know.
And I'm sorry, another question. In terms of Dollarite, they gave me a parameter, and it seemed pretty small. Maybe I'm wrong about
Yes.
this. Can we get them to expand that?
What they told me is, they charge $3.50 to $10.75. It's per mile, for Dollarite, it's per mile. If you need to go outside of the, city, then you will have to get a doctor's note stating from your doctor that it's okay to go outside of the city.
We don't control Dollarite. That's the
No.
county transportation
That's the
commission.
county.
And I think the person to address that to would be Brian Bergson, who's on the city council, and he represents our city council on the various transportation committees and that, but we ourselves have no control over
Right,
that.
and we talked about that.
Yeah.
We did not, but just in terms of just making it local here, and now that we're talking about all these good things and other things that we can look at or expand or go to the right people. Even myself, I want to direct them to the right people, as to what their needs are.
And that's what I try to do too.
And it sounds like, yes, exactly, and I have no doubt of that. All right, thank you.
I do have a couple of questions. I think the partners, that's one's Feeding America,
Mhm.
and then the other one's,
Orange County food boxes?
yeah, I'm curious as to why it's Orange County.
Because it's run out of Orange County.
Okay,
So they
They're
call
a
it,
nonprofit
yeah.
group.
yeah,
They're massive.
okay,
Yeah, they come up, they're Orange County, but they have.
But
they're
they're
all-
action community.
community
Yeah,
action partnership. Because I know there's a Riverside
they're,
community.
yeah, it's there,
They're the
but
same.
that one's in Orange County.
Okay, so they just happened.
They come out.
And the other one is there training equipment, like exercise equipment?
At my center.
Yeah,
I do have a couple things. I have a bike and I have a treadmill. We're looking into getting some new stuff. Working with Colby and the friends of the Lady Smith. So we're trying to see what we can come up with on that.
so that is utilized by them.
Yes, oh, big time. Yes, but they don't fight over it. They're just, you know, they get in there, they're on their, they take turns doing it. So they're, you know,
Okay.
Offhand, do you do, I'm sorry, offhand, do you know the ratio of female male at the senior?
there's more female than there are males. But all my men are in the pool room.
Of course.
There's like 25 of them in there.
Absolutely.
There's a lot in there. But yeah,
Thank you, Debbie, very much for coming and talking to us. I do want to compliment you on the newsletter. I talked about the whole Spanish English thing, and you've done a great job of making that very seamless, and it's just is really easy to see. I think the people who are reading that, no matter what their language, so thank you so much for coming.
I just, again, want to thank Debbie. You guys could tell from her presentation, my seniors, my instructors, she
they mean the
takes
world.
pride in what she's doing there, and it comes out. When you walk in that facility, every single one of those seniors comes in and says good morning to Debbie when they come in, goodbye, and
We
leave for
hug.
the day.
Kobe's like, stop hugging, but we hug. We hug.
But she's the heart and soul of that facility, along with Pirelli.
And I
The
could
staff
without
out
her,
there,
Ellie.
the
She's the
staff out
nice.
there is amazing, so I just want to.
She is the contact person, correct? That she's working with morale.
Yeah, she's our specialist there. She's at the front desk. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Debbie. Good
Bye.
night.
Okay, we have consent calendar, we have the minutes. Does anybody have any questions or corrections on the minutes? Hearing,
Motion to approve the consent calendar.
Second.
all those in favor? Aye. All those opposed, motion passes 4-0. Next is our second reading and adoption of the ordinance of the Board of Directors for annexation number 39 to the Main Facilities District 2016-1.
Yes, as Director Johnson just said, this is the second reading. Last board meeting, we had the public hearing and reading of the ordinance. And this is just the last part of this process. This is annexation 39 to CFD 2016-1. As you recall, this is the new O'Reilly's Auto Park going in up the street here at Galena and Mission.
Can I have a motion, please?
Yeah, I move the board of directors adopted the submitted ordinance for annexation number 39 to CFD number 2016-1.
I said,
And roll call?
Ross Leisha,
Yes.
Rebecca Rodorte Burton,
yes.
Edgar Castro. Jim Gerald Johnson.
Aye.
4-0.
And item 5.2, updated approval of approved positions, Mr. DeWitt.
Yes, in front of you, this is a item to update our approved positions. In our current stable of official positions that within our approved budget for this year. I guess I can just scroll here to see. We currently have 4 approved, that's in black, recreation coordinator positions within the district. One of those is currently vacant, and we have no recreation supervisors. I met with the Budget Personnel Committee meeting on Monday, and the recommendation, or my request to them, and a recommendation to the board would be to reclass 1 recreation coordinator assigned to the Eddie D. Smith Senior Center, as well as the recreation coordinator assigned to Skyview Event Center, to recreation supervisors. The intent was both those positions not only oversee their respective facilities, but some other programs that take place across the district. Number of staff are supervising the personnel that we are trying to attract and maintain and keep. This is not an entry level position. This is a experienced, seasoned individual, and we're hoping the reclassifications position will help us maintain these positions that are so needed. This is not going to impact our budget at this point. We do have some salary savings already because of vacant positions and people that are out right now for various reasons. I just think in the long run, this is going to benefit the district in ensuring that we have the appropriate staff at all facilities. There's been the intention all along of having a supervisor at both facilities, and we're just at the point now that it's become necessary. So with that, I'd be available for any questions you may have.
When you say it's become necessary, can you expand on that a little bit?
Skyview's been open for 2.5 years, and we are doing our 4th recruitment for somebody to operate in that facility. Somewhat of an entry-level position currently. For various reasons, individuals have left us and moved on to either like positions or promotions, positions that would be a promotion from there. And for the best interest of the district, it's I think we need somebody who's going to be there for a period of time,
That's true, but I guess my question is how do you feel that we're going to do this time around? Like you said, we've gone through several, and it's kind of hurt us just because we not built a relationship with that person. Because we're, in my view, in terms of the marketing that we talked about, the last report was very good. We make money on the book, but it's relationships with the customers that will come back through their business needs that they need there, all of that. Touchy feel and truly an entry, and I don't know if you said that, but a well-seasoned person that has all those abilities, so you feel that reclassing someone is going to give us that?
It gives us a much better opportunity, at least, I would hope that we get we have much more seasoned candidates looking for a promotional opportunity coming in, and looking at somebody that's been in the industry, already in a full-time position, that's looking to promote, looking for new opportunities. I think sets us up to succeed in the long run. So
What are they bringing that with them? I guess
I don't know. We haven't We haven't done the recruitment yet.
sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, we haven't done the recruitment yet, so.
I know.
Yeah, No, we need, we're reclassifying the existing coordinator at the senior center. And then with our recruitment, if this is approved, which begin tomorrow for a supervisor,
That first time.
first game.
Any other questions for Sophie? Okay, do I have a motion?
I move the board of directors to the updated authorized meeting.
One second.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Next is the general manager's report.
Thank you. Just a couple quick things here. As everybody's aware, school's back in session. Our programs are starting to kick off for the fall. Youth basketball registration's open, top time is back in session. Again, reservations and stuff are always busy year round. So we're back in the swing of things. Our after school program at Manimal Elementary School is full with kids on the wait list. We're working with the school district there, as we talked about 2 weeks ago, to help run their ELAP program for them on their behalf. They don't have as many students in that program as they did last year, so we'll be able to open some more positions up to the kids that don't qualify that are currently on our wait list. Lorena has been working very hard with recreation staff. She, every day comes in and that's more personal action forms for you to sign. That's more personnel. We've been hiring 13. So part-timers working across the district from the soccer park to youth sports, reservations, talk time, after school programs. So things are growing. Our recreation brochure is, I think, done and going to the printers like in the next couple of days here. And we will be out in the mailboxes right at Labor Day as we had been shooting for. So we're excited for that. It looks really good. You guys are going to be excited to see it. I expect you to be standing at your mailbox waiting for it like the IKEA catalog of commercials. So there's a lot of good stuff that's coming up here. A lot of really nice new classes. I think the residents are really excited for. So we're definitely excited for that. I just want to remind the board, Saturday, the Chamber of Commerce is hosting their annual job fair at Skyview Event Center. So come on by and check that out. We're hoping for a good turnout for that one. We're planning for upcoming activities and events, and so it's going to be a very busy fall season for us.
You gotta give us an update on that.
Oh, yes, the master plan. Thank you. Master plan is going well. We are working on the survey questions to go out to the residents based on the input that was received from the few public meetings we have, as well as our social pinpoint information. We have reviewed what they call the Atlas, which is a list of all of our facilities with all the amenities. And now they're going through and ranking those and compare. That's where they begin comparing us regionally and nationally based on our facilities, based on what we have, comparing that to current trends, both locally and regionally as well. That's where they're going to start showing based upon the survey results that come in. If it says we need more than baseball fields or soccer fields, they can start comparing those with regional and national levels to say, yeah, you're deficit by X number of fields, you're in excess, right where you need to be. So that's where that plays in. Right now, it's a lot of just behind the scenes. The master plan, just we have a bi-weekly meeting, just getting updates on where we're at. We are starting to look at dates in November when they anticipate having the results from the survey. We'll have a public meeting where those will be discussed and reviewed with the public. Then it kind of goes dark again for about another 5 to 6 months as we're preparing the final reports, getting all the comparisons together and stuff like that. So we're moving well. We continue to see a lot of traffic on the social pinpoint site. The comments and stuff have slowed down for the most part, but every now and then, a couple of comments will pop up. Seem to be in the middle of the night for some reason. People can't see, but I think go to our website for some reason. I don't know, but it's kind of funny how that happens. But I said otherwise, we're still on schedule, and it's looking good. We did receive the proposal as we had talked about from Perry Dunn to expand the trails portion of the master plan to include a citywide master plan. The city, Fruitvale Valley is currently reviewing that and considering funding that. Kind of work on an economy of scales concept. You know, they're already here kind of working on this, doing review their consultants. You know, it wouldn't be hard to expand that. And I think that'll go to city council next coming month or so for discussion. Maybe it'd be an addendum to our whole master plan, but it would be no cost out of pocket for the district. So just a good example of working together with our partner agencies.
Now it's board member comments. Mrs. Byrne, you want to kick it off? Mrs. Byrne, do you want to kick off our board member comments?
Oh, sure. So I really glad to meet Debbie again. I've seen her working and I've seen her now just delivering. So that was very good. And you're right, she does take ownership. And I like my word. They are an extension of being a parent. So thank you for that. I want to get more involved with that. It used to be something that's on my radar right now because people are calling and I enjoy that. I want to people back, but they would, as you know, enjoy it and you hear it firsthand. So I'm just saying I'm happy for that report and looking forward to doing more with it. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Leach,
I have no comment.
Mr. Castle.
Yeah, I just want to commend Debbie again on her report for everything going on at the senior center, the newsletter and all the events. So it's like we're on good track. So invitations to her. Maybe hopefully one of these events we can stop by and tour the place.
Don't play pool, the hustle.
But that's it for me.
Okay, I don't have any comments either. Committee reports, you can see the budget and personnel report is attached and to our meeting agenda. And then our next board meeting is September 14th here at 6:30 and it is 7:11 and I will call this meeting over. Thank you.
Thank you.